is it that you want to build? Why are you here? What what have you been trying to do these last 2 years with AI? Because I know for me it is the great equalizer in giving me such a power to really be able to do whatever it is that I want. So for me, I believe it's possible to build whatever. So thank you all for sharing what it is that you want to build with AI. Um, so the problem that a lot of us are facing nowadays because of AI and because of that power is that we have a ton of ideas. Uh, I know for myself, I I love to code. I love to use AI to help me to code, and it's almost it's almost a problem because I think of an idea and then I get to work, and there's a good chance that it doesn't go anywhere past that. Like I'll start to build and then it kind of falls flat. And what I've noticed over the last 2 years of being an AI expert, babe, hey babe, Ariel, can you turn it down a little? Sorry, there's some music I needed to turn down. Yeah, over the last 2 years, I have noticed that AI has given so many people this possibility, but they've spent so much time trying to learn how to use AI versus having it actually work for them. And there's a lot of overwhelm that I see people experiencing this last year in particular. It's like, well, I spent all of 2025 learning how to use AI. I'm an expert, I'm certified in it, yet I don't have any customers. I've spent all of this money. I don't know um, really what to do at this point. And some people are kind of getting over it. Uh, they have a ton of different subscriptions. Here's just some that a lot of us have is ChatGPT, Notebook LM, Gmail, spreadsheets, sticky notes, Canva, Google Docs. And I mean, I've been subscribed to uh, like 3 times as much as that. But these are ones that we all use, and they're all great platforms. One of the big issues that they have is they're all different interfaces. They all need to be learned separately. And the mess between idea and launch is the problem. It's not the ideas that we have. It's like, how do we actually take those ideas, launch them, and see them through and have clarity, have confidence in what it is that we are selling and actually be successful. So myself, Ian McDonald, I didn't come from a tech background. Like I said, I am from Pensacola, Florida, and lived in Colorado for 10 years. While I was out there, I was doing healthcare. I had always been interested in tech and was at one point debating going to a boot camp. But around that time is when ChatGPT came out, and I saw the writing on the wall that this is where development was going to be headed. And thankfully, saved myself some money in that I didn't go to a boot camp. I stuck it out, and then ChatGPT came out. Every wave of how can I use this to make money? I threw my hat in there and said, I want to figure out how I can help people with this because it seemed like that's where a lot of work was going to be headed. Um, and for me, my story and how I became an entrepreneur and came to build LaunchBox is that I was in Colorado, was traveling back and forth between there and Florida because my dad was sick with cancer, and I he was my hero. His name is Joe. He's the guy I was speaking about earlier, who was in Fort Lauderdale and got lost at sea. But he always believed in me and unconditional love. And when he passed, I had a decision to make. Basically, was I going to continue on in doing what I knew I didn't want to do, or was I going to take a risk and bet on myself and build something of my own because again, I had always wanted to be. I'm a builder. I like building things. I'm an entrepreneur. It's a lot of fun to me, and I saw, with his passing that how fragile life is and how short it is, and that I'm worth it enough to give myself at least a shot to succeed at something that it is that I've always wanted to do. So what that looked like was I had some life savings. I started my LLC in Colorado, and I didn't really know what direction I was headed. Again, this is 2020, January 2024 that I started all of this. And what it looked like for me was using ChatGPT, building little apps and sharing about them on Facebook. And I ended up getting involved with a company that I built an app for, and they put me on stages. They introduced me to a lot of awesome people, some of those that are here today. And yeah, really, really set a stage for me to get out there. And I built an app for them that has that had 1,600 users on it, that earned 1.2 million in 8 months and was doing very well. And so again, this is all coming from just using AI, learning how to code in my bedroom, to having a platform, an application that was really successful, and went through that with them. And again, sort of that problem that I saw where uh, people were still learning about AI, but they had issues launching. That's where LaunchBox came in. And this is just over being a year anniversary of LaunchBox, where I started coding it this time last year. In November of last year is when some of the first users came onto the platform. January of this year is when people outside of myself started to build their communities on it. And it has been quite a journey as an entrepreneur building this platform, and having hit a year marker. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of all of those who have supported me along the way and seen this thing become what it's becoming, because it's becoming something. That's why we're all here, because of all this. So uh, whenever I speak on it and I have that perspective a little bit, I take a step back. It is really amazing how far I've come, how far, this journey has, how this journey has brought so many amazing people together. And so again, yes, I'm really glad that you guys are all here. And in line with that, one of the amazing people that I've met along my journey is Miss Jasheena Shelton, who she'll have a chance to introduce herself here really quick, and just. But I'll tell you how I met her was I like making those videos. I made a video on TikTok, and she commented on it. She came to a workshop that I did, and she was on my socials for a while. I would see her on there. I saw all of the stuff that she was doing, and those of you who know her know what I'm talking about, where she's on there every day posting multiple things. And I'm just like, how is this lady doing what she's doing? Because she seems like a superhero herself. I mean, she's got kids, she's got a family, she's got all sorts of amazing stuff going on for her. And she's also been one who's capitalized on AI to increase her output, to start businesses, to be successful. And uh, not only that, but just her personality is one who she doesn't give up if there's bumps in the road, because that's being an entrepreneur, that's being a founder for you. There's going to be bumps in the road. And what separates people who, I guess, I don't know, it is how are you dealing with those challenges? And she deals with them. She deals with them head on, and she's been an inspiration. So we kind of chatted a few times. I really wanted her to come check out LaunchBox, and it took her a little bit to come around, but once she did, this was about 50 days ago, she came onto LaunchBox. She started building her community, which is AI After Hours. And she's been, as she says, 10 toes down for LaunchBox. And she is. She's been rocking it. And so that's why she's here, is to share about herself, share about her experience using LaunchBox. And I'm going to go ahead and pass that over to you, Jasheena. Again, thank you all for being here. I'm going to mute and yeah, pass it to you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You're making me blush. Like, do y'all see it? It's right there. I'm blushing. Yeah. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I will not stand before you long or sit before you long, all the good stuff. I want to jump right in. I am Jasheena Shelton. I am the founder of AI After Hours. And I love your story. Like, so yes, it did take me a while to, make that full commitment because one, I have trust issues with look, it is what it is. But also, there's a lot of people online who are saying, I'm an AI this, I'm an AI that. And I'm like, the proof is in the pudding. And let me see your pudding. And so you were able to deliver some really good pudding. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, well, let me do an analysis. Let me talk to my AI co pilot here. Let's see what's going on underneath his hood. And so we did our analysis, and I compared it to school. I compared it to Vonza. I compared it to Circle. I compared it to Heartbeat. I compared it to what I was doing. And if you've been with me, you know I do Google Classroom. And I love a good Google Classroom. But when we did the analysis, Copilot was like, yeah, this is the platform for you. And I was like, let me go see what my other assistant has to say. G Mini, what are you thinking? So that's Google Gemini. G Mini was like, oh yeah, this is where you need to be. And I was like, okay, so two of us have now agreed that this is the platform that we're going to rock with. And so it has been wheels up since. Ian every week has something new inside the community. We get on these calls on Wednesdays and he's like, hey guys, I just built this thing. And hey guys, I just built that thing. I'm like, slow down, Ian. I just got 10 members in the group. Slow down, right? But there is no slowing down. This is AI. This is artificial intelligence. And this is the speed at which we're moving. So I am so excited that all of you builders, creators, coaches, visionaries are here with us today because I was able to get 4 to 5 hours back just this week. And I'm excited about what that means for the next week and for the future. Is AI After Hours my first build? No. Is it my first business? No. Is it one of the many things I do? Absolutely. So, where are the hats that I'm currently juggling? You might see in the background one of the little people. They about to walk past because they don't care that mommy's on online. I gave them a little talk this morning. Hey, I'm on live. I'm gonna need y'all to at least have clothes on if you come downstairs. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet if at all possible. They do not care. I'm a mom. I'm a real mom. We in these streets, and the kids with the cooties only want to come with mom. I don't understand how that works, but that's neither here nor there. And AI has not been able to help me figure that out yet. Oh well. So on top of being a mom, I am a wife. Hubby needs his time. So getting that 4 to 5 hours back, you know what that means for us? Oh, couple time, movie night, all the things where I can actually be present and in the moment. And he appreciates that. We're 23 years in. We got to keep it. There it is. Adults only. Okay, great. So then on top of that, I'm a ministry leader. Ministry means that that's people, right? That's people facing. For me, I'm very faith based. At the same time, I'm human. Like, hey, when do I get a break? I don't get a break. Great. But now AI is like, yes, you deserve a break. You deserve an assistant. Let us help you with that. And so when I show you guys the community, because I think I'm going to be able to share my screen in a little bit, Ian. Yeah, you guys can see how I'm getting my
Yes,
ministry
ma'am.
time back, so I can actually touch base with the people instead of just posting on social media. Speaking of social media, I'm old enough to remember when it was social and not just a bunch of ads, right? Y'all remember that? And everything that you thought that
Mm-hmm.
you were looking up just now magically appears in your Facebook feed. Like, what? I was just looking at wall coverings. That does not mean I want Temu and Amazon and Walmart. I want to see all that. And when you build your own community, guess what? No ads. I can scroll all day and talk to myself and my team members without all the other pop ups. This is the platform to be on. So, what are the other hats I wear? Yes, I do have Jasheena Shelter Enterprises. I do consulting with small to medium sized businesses, trying to help you see and get to where it is you're going. I do content creation. And that's the part that got me the 4 to 5 hours back. Oh, I'm an artist. Yeah, degree in fine art and psychology. Now, I also said I had little people. They like to get into my art supplies. So now I've switched over to being a digital artist. So now they also want to be digital artists. It's cool. But at the same time, y'all can't get in code on mommy's computer. Y'all go code on your own devices. Everybody got a device, go on and code over there on your Amazon Kindles. So we over here creating things. With the digital creation, we have a store. It's called Curated Melanin. feel free to check it out after the call. Reach out to me if you need some office decor. I have that because I've got 4 to 5 hours back. I can dedicate that time anywhere. And this is only the beginning. Also, I am from Virginia. So, Ann, I saw you in the comments. VA represent. I am now based in Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't know why, and I don't know how long. I don't appreciate the winters and the lack of the seasons here. I don't appreciate that everyone thinks that they are a race car driver, but don't nobody want to fix the roads. Neither here nor there. Right, thank you. They don't fix it. But that's a whole nother issue. We're not here to talk about today. The point is, I wear many hats, and AI is helping me get my time back, and I'm excited about it.
Yes, thank you so much, Jasheena. I'm very fortunate to know you. I really am. And I'm curious because I'm still getting to know some of you all here, and I'm looking forward to knowing you more. But on a scale of like 1 to 3, where 1 is you, I don't know, you've heard of AI, but you don't really know about it, would be 1. 2 is that you kind of know about it, you're implementing it in some places, but maybe you haven't started making money with it. And then 3 is that you would consider yourself to be an expert in AI. I'm curious where our room falls along on that scale. Okay, so we got twos. We got okay a 2.5. I'm curious what the 2.5 is. Would you mind sharing what is it? What is the 2.5 mean? If you don't
I
mind,
wouldn't say I was an expert, but I feel like I
you
know
can
a
throw it in the
little bit
chat
more
or
than
or
most.
on mute. Oh, did it? It says you're muted.
I thought you had, we had to stay muted, but I feel like I'm in the middle. I don't
I hear
consider
you.
myself an expert. Still muted? Still muted.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
you
hear
did
you.
go back to being
So I
muted.
was like, I don't know what happened. I don't feel like I'm
There we
an
go.
expert, but I feel like I know a little bit more than just mid level. I haven't made money with it yet, and then that's my goal. But
Mhm,
I tend to watch all the webinars,
mhm,
take all the classes, read all the articles, stay up late trying to figure it all out. So
mhm. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. So, okay, so you know a little bit more than the average person about AI. Would consider yourself more than eh, to be an expert, but maybe haven't crossed that threshold of making some money. I hear that. Um, let's see. Gail, would you mind, or anybody else want to hop in and just share your experience a little bit with using AI and trying to grow with it, trying to turn that into something?
Sure. Um,
Thank you.
so I started using AI probably a little over a year ago. Um,
Mhm.
and it's been a game changer. Um, creating content using AI. I use Claude, Revan, a script analyzer. I use all different kind of stuff. Actually going to use it to help me create my 6-week coaching course. Um, so yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
I'll
I
chime
guess
in.
what
Ian, can
yes,
you hear
please.
me?
Please.
This is
Yes. Hey,
Melissa.
Melissa.
Hi.
Thank you.
I have something fun to share with all of you. Okay, this is really fun.
Yes.
So I work with multiple, many tools every single day, and make them fight with each other. You know, kind of like Jasheena was saying. Um, to the point where yesterday my Claude said, "I'm done with this conversation. I'm shutting down." And then the other, the other funny thing is that ChatGPT sneezed on me and I'm not kidding. It literally sneezed. So I don't know if anybody else has had a sneeze or a yawn. I've had both. I've had both.
Oh my gosh.
But I
That's
use but
that's weird.
I use it every single day. I the piece that I'm missing is that I'm not really a big coder. You know, I'm not using Claude Code yet. That's on my, that's on the list. But I do use Lovable, and I have built an app and stuff like that. But when I talk to people, just in general, I'm so far ahead of them, and it sounds like all of you guys are too. Anyway, that was
Mhm.
just my fun share.
Yes, that's interesting. AI sneezing. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's kind of creepy.
Creepy.
Okay. Yes, yes. Oh, Darlene?
Yeah, so I actually use, I'm nowhere near being an expert, but it's to the point where I'm using AI as my collaborative partner, my thought partner, my essential business partner. So about a year ago, I started on my journey with learning AI. And initially, I probably used it like everybody else did, as far as instead of a Google search, I used chat. Um, but then as I started learning more and more and realizing what it can do, I had already started my print on demand direct to garment type of things using my original photography. But then I realized I'm like, oh, I can also make designs using AI. So I became more of a creative director using AI. And then I also, you know, like you mentioned in the very beginning, Ian, you have all these ideas and what do you do with them? So I kind of did like a brain dump as far as this is what I'm thinking type of thing. So that's where I really started using it as a true, collaborative, being a solopreneur, it's just me. So I'm like, okay, well, I want you to be my partner. So I use chat every day. I use chat. I do use Claude for writing. I use Notebook LM for my visuals. I use ChatGPT and Gemini for any images. And even with I started creating my AI clone and started doing all that. But and I decided, you know what? On these type of seminars and stuff, I've been meeting a lot of different people that are in the same boat as me, being unemployed, let go from corporate, what do I do next? So that's why I created my digital products and just sharing what I'm learning, right? I do not, like I said, I'm not an expert whatsoever, but I believe it was Gail or someone had mentioned, not an expert, but I know more than the average. Um, so I'm kind of in that boat too, and trying to figure out, okay, what's my next steps, and how can I really start making the sales? So I've even been using it as um, an idea picker as far as, okay, what's my next step? How can you help me with the marketing, the strategy, and all that? So,
Yes.
but and I've learned if you don't know, just ask it. Even if it asks you a
Absolutely.
question and you don't know the answer to that question that it asks you, I go, okay, I'm having difficulty answering that question. Help me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So true. That is so true. That's definitely a skill that I have had to learn. And it's such a no-brainer as far as being able to just know that you can ask it whatever. Some people will say, "Can it do this?" And be like, "Just ask it if it can do that." I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it can do it, but it will tell you exactly how to do whatever it is. And as far as the sentiment that I'm hearing here across multiple people is that you are all well immersed in AI. You have experienced different tools, plenty of ideas using AI in different fashions, but haven't maybe crossed that threshold of making money with it. And I would imagine, I think a lot of people here are solo founders, solo entrepreneurs, as I am myself with LaunchBox. I'm the solo founder, and we are wearing, I mean, we heard how many businesses Jasheena has, how many hats she has to have across all of those. I'm in the same boat with just trying to get a startup, going. There's marketing, there's relationship building with people, networking, there's actually building the product, there's dealing with support. And so you guys can relate to that's a lot. And then on top of that, just trying to figure out how do I like monetize what it is that I'm doing. I know that what I'm doing is should be, in theory, making me some money and should be getting out to the masses out there. So that's the problem I've been trying to solve with LaunchBox. And today we're not going to have a chance to get into every feature of LaunchBox. What we're going to do here in just a moment is I'm going to show you, we're going to build something. We're going to build your community live here. And so that you'll get a chance to see what that looks like. You'll get a chance to see a few of the features that will enable taking some of those plates off of your table. I'll show you the agents, and what the agents are meant to do is to produce engagement within your community, to keep that conversation going, to bring in resources that your individual communities would find interesting, as well as creating the marketing. So that looks like creating a whole funnel / campaign, whatever you want to call it, with multiple pieces of content that automatically gets published to your social accounts. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. I'm going to skip this one and we'll move on to Show Don't Tell, AI After Hours. Jasheena, I'm going to pass it back to you and give you about 5 minutes to go ahead and show off your community a little bit, show us what it's all about, how it's been working for you, and then we're going to get into a build. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Give me one moment. And again, thank you all for being here and sharing your experience. And I truly hope that by the end of this, you're going to have clarity on a path that you can take. And I just want to give a shout out to my friend James in the chat, in the call.
All right. So can you guys see? Am I sharing?
You are, yes.
Woohoo! All right. So this is AI After Hours. So initially, our ICP, the ideal person, the AI After Hours is built for is a multitasking female business leader. So sorry, males, this one's not for you, but Ian has some other great groups that you guys can join. This one's just for us ladies, right? So when you come in, this is what you see. You'll see the feed. Oh, look, there's already a post there. I'm here with you. Who's making the post? That would be Welcome Wilma. So fun story. Wilma is a new hire. She only got the job because I accidentally deleted the other agent that I had, but we'll talk about that later, right? So Wilma is a new hire. As a new hire, she has jumped right into her role. She's welcoming people. She's engaging folks in the conversation. She thinks that she's human. We're going to work on it, right? She's like, I was talking to women last week. Wilma, you just got hired and actually created. You were not. But is she giving us some good information? She is. Is she keeping my community conversation going? She is. And even when I post, because look, yesterday, Feedback Friday, because we have themes over here in AI After Hours, right? I made a post. She even commented on my post. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about, Jasheena. Girl, you call me by name. You know me personally. I love this for us, Wilma. So yeah, so she's in there doing her thing as the community engagement coach. Again, new hire. We're going to work her through her first training period. We're going to make sure she stays on task. But look, when I first made my community, I had 3 agents in there. And the exciting thing about that is that they can keep the conversation going while I am building. So I am over here marketing. I am over here pushing. I'm over here doing a networking thing. And I have something to send people back to. And I trust that they're doing their job because I'm verifying, human in the loop. So in addition to having the feed and the great images that are created, hold on, let me go down. That Friday feedback created that right here. Yeah, we're going to get into that. So when you see the feed as a member of AI After Hours, you will get access to already included apps, audio and video transcription, image generation, content studio, all those things. They're good. We'll get into that a little bit later. But also, I have courses already in here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, yeah.
Love
Oh,
them.
okay. We'll talk about that. Look at that. And they're all on brand. Do y'all see the theme? Do y'all see how it's all cohesive? I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. I have resources now. In addition to the courses that you guys can check out, these are AI After Hour resources. This week we dropped the what was it, a micro course on the audio overview feature of Notebook LM, and then we have the backup document to go with it. It's all right here, a click away, because I need to make sure that my people not only know what tools to use, but how to use those tools. So we jumped into what are the four dimensions of an AI overview. Where do we get that picture from? Notebook LM. Yeah. hmm And then we go ahead and give it whole executive summary. All of this is supplemental to the Monday learning session we had, right? So on Mondays, we do micro course Mondays. Tuesdays, we have a Tuesday evening salon session where we just sit back and chat about AI and what we got going on with AI. Wednesday, I joined the LaunchBox call because we're building a community in the community. So all the builders can get together on Wednesday and we get to talk with Ian and find out what new Easter eggs he has for us right in the community. I also have events scheduled. And so this keeps me on my toes. Look at that. All of the salon sessions are already on the calendar. I will add the rest of the micro courses, but see, on Monday we have micro course Monday. It's here for you as a user or as a participant in AI After Hours. And look at this. This is my new friend. This is my newsletter. Do you guys know how many people have newsletters? And so I was like, oh my gosh, let me go ahead and do what the tech. Let me go ahead and do this. I have a LinkedIn newsletter research agent, but does not compare to what I have right here. Already the AI After Hours newsletter. Do you guys see? All on brand. All good articles. And hold on. Yeah, look at this. So people can come in, they can read the newsletter. The newsletter gets posted to the feed. I believe they also get like an email. Hey, new newsletter dropped. All of this is just what's inside AI After Hours. But here's the new Easter egg. Ian, when did you roll this out? Like 2 weeks ago? The studio?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So about 2 weeks ago, like, hey, I've been working on something. Why don't you go try it out? And I was like, okay, Ian, what'd you do now? He created a studio. Inside the studio, I can build a campaign, a content calendar. Again, the images, artifacts, PDFs, sites, clips, apps, all the things, all right here in one thing. And I just come with my ideas. I type in the idea, and then we go back and forth like any good employee. Like, okay, so what do you think about this? Okay, what do you think about this? So I tweak it here, and then it just the magic happens. Look at that.
Yes.
I just needed the image for Friday. I was like, oh my gosh, I need an image. I of course this is not your prompt engineering. This is just one good sentence. Let me see how good you are. And off of one good sentence, look at that. Feedback Friday came. I think that image is dynamic for what I needed it to be. Look at this. Oh, the bells, the whistles, the conversation. So this is me going back and forth because I'm a visionary. I have things I want a certain way. And then there's the brief, the plan, the write, the reference, the images, every step of the way, human in the loop. I have control over the direction this is going. It creates images based off of the briefing, which you guys will get to later. I don't want to overwhelm you. But look, oh my gosh, she looks like me. Do you look how comfortable she looks? Oh, yes, I love it. Thank you. And the funny thing about this image is it's taken from an image I gave it. And so Ian's like, those windows look weird. But then when I showed him the original, we were at the pyramids. And so that's exactly how their windows look. It wasn't a hallucination. Look,
Oh,
you guys saw this on my, if you follow me on Facebook. Like, look, that's me and it was AI Ian and AI J. We were just in here working on it. And hold on, did you guys see on the laptop? When you see the real image, the laptop has AI After Hours or either has Ian. It has one of our logos on it. The point is, it's on brand.
yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to go into Canva and put your logo on every single image? That is annoying. I needed this. And so I'm excited that it's here, right? And so check. brief, check, plan, check, write, check, references, check, images, check. And then it says, hey, are we ready? Can we produce now? Yes. And it's published. And some of this, if you follow me on LinkedIn, all of these images went out to LinkedIn this week. Ian had a 2-week campaign. I only had a 1-week campaign. Did it do what I needed it to do? Absolutely. Did it post when I wanted to post? Absolutely. I set the time. I was still in control because some of us have control issues, right? I'm still working on it. I have a therapist. We're working through it. Don't worry about that, right? But the point of the matter is, I have the creative power, I have the control, and this platform, this opportunity is me birthing something I saw in my imagination. If you've been following me in my journey with AI, I just got my first certification last May. Yeah, last May. AI Master Trainer. Oh, that's great. What does that mean? Right. And so I was like, what does that mean? Obviously, I need more information. I need to know more about AI. So then I went on and got 4 more certifications in AI. So NVIDIA, CompTIA, you name it, all those things, right? Just to make sure I could, I could produce the things that I said I could do. You call me a master trainer, I need to know something because I don't know a lick of coding. And that looks very boring to me. It's not my cup of tea, but but it works for somebody, not this somebody, right? And so AI after hours and this LaunchBox opportunity has come at a time where what did the stats say? 13 to 15% of the population is actively using AI. They need places to go, to learn, to play, to explore. But wait, what is vibe coding? What the heck is a prompt? What's prompt engineering? What's Socratic prompting? AI after hours is that place. Let's talk about it. What? You build something, let's explore it. You need beta testers. You need people to try it out, to break it. I love trying out stuff for my colleagues. What? I want to break it because I want you to see and go in and fix it. Because when you put it out to market, I need you to be able to stand behind it. Everything I put out to market, I have broken or I've given to other people to break so we can stand behind it. There is so is it, I don't know which culture, I apologize if I say it incorrectly, Chinese, Japanese, Asian culture, where the ceramics get broken and then they fill the gaps in with gold and it makes it more valuable. That's what this is. AI after hours is not perfect. LaunchBox is not perfect. Everything changes every day in AI. We can't be perfect, but we can build together, right? I don't know if it's the ikigai. I don't know what the word is.
I think that's right.
The ceramic with the gold in it. That's what we're building over here. So some stuff is going to break, but we're going to seal it with gold and we're going to keep going. And sometimes it's cracked. Okay. Sometimes, in my campaign, I'm a cartoon. Sometimes I'm a real person. Whatever. It reaches different people. Some people want the cartoon J. Like on Facebook today, I did Care Bear J. Like, what? I'm a Care Bear? This is too cute. We don't have to be locked into. Thank you, Melissa.
Kintsugi.
Yeah, that sounds like the fushigi to me. But anyway, do y'all remember fushigi? Yeah, we might be a little.
The ball.
Yeah.
I do.
But that's the thing about AI after hours. Of course, I want you guys, join my community. Let's talk AI. But bigger than that, I want you guys to launch. I'm so excited about today. Because some of you guys, we've been talking for a while about your dreams, your visions, and your goals. And today you get the opportunity to join me and to join Ian, to join the LaunchBox community. Be like, hey, this is my dream, and I'm going to launch it today. So,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Jasheena, for sharing your community with us, telling us about some of the things that LaunchBox does. And I know she went over a lot of different things that it does, and that's the case. But like she just shared there at the end, today is not about necessarily going over all of the features. It is about getting you guys a place to start and to launch. And so what I have made available in LaunchBox is a very short process. You give a few details about what it is that you're trying to build. And then it creates your community, it creates the agents, and then you can hop right into creating your campaign to then bringing people into your community. And all of it really takes is just a few minutes. And like she said, something that you may have been working on for the longest time, this is the tangible path to that. And again, what I want to tell you guys that what we'll see here is we'll see that community built. There will be a point in time where it will ask you to start a trial. So that will give you a 14-day free trial in order to really explore the platform and start bringing people into your communities for free. So there's no risk involved in this. I just really want to help people like start the thing that they've been trying so hard to get started for the longest time. So this is that opportunity, like she said. And if it doesn't work for you, that's no sweat. I'm just glad that you got into the thing. Cause again, like it's so cool for me to just have people here on the call, have people checking out what I've worked so hard on for them, and to start like getting some success on it. And like she said, LaunchBox is growing all the time, but what is growing in addition to the platform is the community around it. One, Jasheena has really been coming on to like be a cheerleader for the platform, as James is, as Melissa is always showing up for events. Ariel, you see her in here, she's my girlfriend. And so you guys are really at the ground floor of something that is going to be huge. Tomorrow I'm going to Atlanta to Tech Week, and I'm going to be sharing. I got my hat, I got my gear. I'm going to be sharing about LaunchBox and spreading the word and getting this platform growing and growing and growing. So welcome in on the ground floor of LaunchBox. I'm going to show you here briefly. James, I see you on here. If you want to say, hey, you're welcome to.
Hey, what's up, man? I know this is for the ladies only. I heard you earlier, so but I'm just here supporting Ian. Also a Launchbox user. My wife and I, we moved our platform from Kajabi over to a Launchbox about a month or so ago. So definitely excited about all the things and love the whole presentation. Just awesome job. So
Yeah. Yes. James and his wife have a community on LaunchBox called Love and Truth. They have a podcast together where so a lot of us here are like AI experts. They are AI experts, but they're also more so trying to build a community around a relationship coaching. And so that's their thing. So you don't have to be a techie coach. You can be a whatever coach. So thank you, James, for being here. All right, so I'm going to walk you through what you're going to walk through here in just a moment, and get my little slides here. Enough talking, let's build yours. So you guys do not have to do this right now. You can do this after the fact, but I would suggest if you are on your computer and you can, go to this link here. It's launchbox.space/build. And I can drop that in the chat here. So that's in the chat. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. My bad. Thanks, baby. Entire screen. There we go. Oh. All right. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. It's launchbox.space/build. And what that's going to look like is going to look like bada bing, bada boom. All right. So it's going to look like this. Now, if it's looking like this for you, again, you don't have to do this right now. You can do this later. There will be a replay, but it's going to look like this. And I'm going to show you what you would do. So for those of you here who have an idea in mind of what you would like to have your community be called, you would type that in here. This is our first time doing this on a workshop format like this. So if there are any technical snags, that's okay. That's just tech for you. If it doesn't end up working out for you here in this walkthrough, you will have I would love to connect with you and get it working for you. So if it doesn't end up working here, don't worry about it. We'll connect. But for those of you who want to try giving it a shot here, Let's do it together. So community name. And this doesn't have to be the end all be all. You can always come back to this later. So it's low pressure. Those of you who are here who already have a community, you should be able to follow along doing this, or you can just watch since you already have your communities. So community name. Somebody give me an idea for a community name for a community. Let's see, what kind of a community might we want to make here today? So I have ADHD. Let's do an ADHD community. What would be a good name for an ADHD community?
Neurospices.
Oh, I love that. NEURO spicy guys. Okay. So you'll give it the name, and then you'll give it a little bit of information about what you're wanting to do with this community. So with a community like this, I want to share tips and tricks and create courses and lessons to help people, to help entrepreneurs. Oh, that word always scares me when I try to type it out. To help entrepreneurs who have ADHD become successful. Great. So that's really all it should take to get started, is a community name and a sentence or two about what it is that you're trying to do here. So we're going to hit continue. If you are on this step, if you've already blown past it, that's okay. But if you haven't gotten past it, that's okay too. You can do this in your own time. So what it's done here is it's taken that little interpretation of, I want to build a community for people with ADHD to help them build. Here's what we heard. So the AI interpreted that as your specialty, helping entrepreneurs with ADHD succeed through tips, tricks, and courses. Who is it for? Entrepreneurs with ADHD. Yep. What pulls them together? The challenge of achieving success while managing ADHD as an entrepreneur. Why you're building it? I want to help entrepreneurs with ADHD succeed by sharing tips, tricks, and creating courses. So just from that sentence, AI has pulled a bit more context from it, and we have the opportunity here to give it a bit more direction. So if you want to, if you're like, I want this only to be for entrepreneurs with ADHD in their 30s. I'm 32, 31. So I hit continue. So you can be a little bit more specific, is all that point was. So I liked the other results it gave me. Now I'm on to giving it context of my brand. What are the colors that my brand are? How do I want people to feel about my brand? For people with ADHD, I want them to feel mellow. I want it to be a mellow kind of brand, a mellow kind of feel. So mellow, calming. I would say like brief, because when I see a wall of text, I just zone out. So I need quick answers. So mellow, calming, brief. That's kind of the vibe that I want my community to have. Brand colors. Here we can personalize a little bit. Brand. We're gonna do a secondary color. What's chill? That's pretty good. So we got kind of like an icy feel. Visuals. Here you're able to provide a headshot so that you'll have your. I have so many pictures on here, guys. Sorry. Context of who you are. You saw Jasheena's campaign had images of her. That's because we'd already given it some photos of her. If you have a logo, you can throw that in here now as well. And then if you have any additional style images, you can use this. It says, got visuals that you like, add references. These are optional. So now what we're going to do, we did step 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to have it create our banner, which is it's kind of the fun part a little bit. I like to see what AI makes based on those first few questions. So we're going to get our community banner. Nice. Neuro spicy guys. This is our little banner, and I like it a lot, actually. I like how it redid my logo there a little bit with that black line around it. So it made us our banner. You can come back to it later if you're not into it, but I like it. I think this one looks good, so I'm going to move on. And then the next piece is you enter your name, email, and password. So here I'm just going to create a test account for this, but you guys go ahead and put your name, your email, and create a password, or you can just sign up with Google up here. I'm going to say cool guys. Okay. At 10. Okay, so here we've got all of this. This part says create your account and we'll build your workspace. Now there is going to be a card required to start a 14-day trial. Just a heads up. We'll get to that here in just a second. And then if you want to continue using LaunchBox after a trial, it is a $99 a month subscription. So we are going to go ahead and generate our community for Neuro Spicy Guys. And hopefully you guys on your end, at least some of you, have been following along and get to experience the magic of this moment where you have it built for you. You have your agents in here, and we're going to see what starting on LaunchBox looks like. All right, so here we get just a brief little tour. Your community preview is ready. So Neuro Spicy Guys is live with your branding, your first agents. Take one look and see what they built, then decide whether you want to finish the launch. Show me around. So here we get to see our feed. And then the next step is to start the trial, but I'm going to go ahead and just take you on a little tour here. So we've got our feed. We've got a little comment from me already on your feed saying welcome. One of the agents has posted on here already. They've posted a welcome. They've went ahead and grabbed a YouTube video. So that's one of the cool things that agents can do is because we're in the ADHD community, our agents have gone and grabbed a TED Talk about ADHD and thrown it in here to get that conversation rolling. So boom, we've got posts in here. I would like, as a user joining a community, to go to a so that's exactly what the agents are there to solve. What's up? Oh, I might have cut out. Okay. What was that, Jasheena?
I was saying your sound did cut out, but you're back now. It's all good.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, I am curious if anybody did go ahead and build along with me. If you want to just say me in the chat. You can say me or after. You plan to do it after if you didn't do it. After, okay. Cool.
Hey Ian, I had a stopwatch going. You built a whole community in under 6 minutes, sir.
Oh, were you timing?
I was.
Nice.
I'm
6
a little
minutes.
more spicy. Yeah, 6 minutes.
That's pretty good. I'm definitely doing this. Ella, you rock. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Just give it a shot. All right, so now that we have our initial community, we want to fill it with real people. We want to start getting people subscribed to us. How do I do that? How do you typically do that? What does it take to bring people into your community? I'm asking. Somebody feel free to answer. What do you think it would take?
Ooh, pick me.
Yes.
People want to know, like, and trust you.
How do you get the word out about that? How do you get them to know, like, and trust you?
I think you mentioned it earlier. Like, it's finding that blend of social media and real life networking and community building and going into places. Well, that's what I found.
Consistency.
I agree to that. Consistency for sure. Yes. Being visible online. For me, what it has taken is is direct outreach to people too, of saying, hey, come join my thing, come to this thing. It's taken creating content. It's taken, you guys were here, you got the emails. It's outreach through emails. It's being consistent on my feed in LaunchBox, and sharing with people what it is that I'm doing. Babe, the echo. Sorry, there's an echo. There we go. Okay. All right. So once you have built it, you can go ahead and start your 14-day trial. It's going to grab your card from you. It's zeroed down to start. And then in 14 days, it turns into a pro subscription, which allows you to do all of the features in LaunchBox that Jasheena shared on. But again, you don't necessarily need to know all of that right now. You just need to start launch. And then we have those Wednesday calls every week. And I'm available to answer questions. There is a help agent. Jasheena is available to answer questions. And so our resources in helping you feel properly onboarded are growing and growing. So go ahead and start that, and you will see this next piece. Once you start your trial, you unlock the full platform. And what that looks like is, give me just 1 second and I will show you here. Okay. Cool. 1 sec. Here we go. Unlocking. All right. So I just put my card details in on the other screen, just so you know. But this is what it looks like once you've activated your trial. So you get a little walkthrough for creating your campaign. So what the campaign is going to do is start to get the word out about your community and invite people to come and join. So here it says, welcome to your studio. This is where your launch takes shape. We brought you the community details so you can begin with a useful draft instead of a blank page. So this is a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a walkthrough. It's going to help you get set up. It shows you, this is the studio. This is where a lot of the work takes place in the platform. There's a variety of different apps that you can access. Campaign is just one of them. You're in the campaign app right here. This campaign director turns what you shared during the setup into a launch funnel built for your community and the people that you want to reach. There are a few different steps here. We have the brief, the plan, the write, and produce. Edit, you can edit it directly, or my favorite is just working in the chat. And so this is one of the evolutions of LaunchBox is we're all familiar with using ChatGPT, typing or talking to our AI. That's the way that things are moving in LaunchBox is you don't need to know how to use these apps. You just need to know how to talk. You just need to know how to chat. So all of our campaign over here is going to get built through a conversation. So we're going to say, guide me through this. So it's already preloaded with a prompt, guide me through the remaining decisions one at a time. Keep this launch focused only on welcoming my first 10 free community members. It says, perfect, let's lock in step by step. And then you'll see down here, it gives you some predefined answers. So you don't even necessarily need to type it in. For me, it's asking what platforms I use to do my socials. Okay, yeah. And you have a limited amount of times that image. So you need to go ahead and just move past that step. You can do that later. If you guys get hangups, give me just a second to work through this. And after I can sort of maybe help you with some of those. So here it's asking what platforms we want to announce our launch on. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook and LinkedIn. Those are my main places that I am connecting with people outside of LaunchBox. So it's gonna create posts for those platforms specifically. And we're just chatting. This is our campaign director. It says, I've captured that. What would you like to decide next? Let's see. I want to bring in people in the next 14 days. Let's see. So again, I'm doing stuff in the chat here. It's already pre-filled this here. It's asking, do you want my team to create short videos for Facebook and LinkedIn, or just do it text and images? I would like some videos too. Videos sound good. We'll see what it says here. Okay, so boom. I don't know if you saw that, but this populated. This form over here, it populated. The director filled out everything that we need. So it knew that I wanted LinkedIn. It knew that I wanted Facebook. It chose the right time to go ahead and start this campaign. It's a 14-day campaign. We're going to do a time zone. I'm Central Time. And then we're just going to go ahead and approve it. So you'll just have a conversation. You'll see that form fill out after a few steps, and you'll be moving on to the next phase, which is just an overview of the plan. And here we go. We got our plan. I'm going to go ahead and say approve. We're going to move on to the next step, which is it's going to write all of the content. So here we've got Facebook, LinkedIn, post that it's going to create over the next 2 weeks. And I see that you're unmuted. Would you mind muting? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So here we've got 1, 2, 3. We got 12 pieces of content that it's creating right now. And you see these little green check marks populate. That is showing us that those pieces of content have been written. So it starts out by writing the content. Boom, boom, boom. And this is all geared towards what we initially told it of what our community is about. It's got 9 of the pieces made so far. Boom. Just waiting on this last one. So I would like to ask Jasheena, we're at this step. How does this normally look for you? What is your typical workflow for doing this?
So outside of LaunchBox, look, before you made life simple for me, what does that look like? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was that 4 hours on Sunday. Like, okay, act as a content creator. This is the campaign I'm working on. And then, oh, great, put it in a CSV file. Let me take it to Canva. Then go over to Canva. I need these images. No, I want some video. No, I think I just want text. Yeah, so it's a much longer process than hold up, we're at 17 minutes. Way longer than 17 minutes, sir.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got our copy written for those posts. Right here, we're able to provide additional references. So I know for Melissa in particular, I was talking to her yesterday. She has a very particular brand style that she wants to follow. And I was telling her about this feature where you're able to, before you create all the images or the videos for your content, you're able to just give a little bit more images for it to reference. So here, I'm going to give it another image of myself. So I'm going to choose founder headshot. We're going to say Ian, the founder. And then I'm going to pull from my device and try to find another photo of myself here. We'll see if I get lucky and find one. I'm gonna choose one of this guy here. For the content where you saw Jasheena and I, we did people and characters. So you can do, if you have a co-founder or if you're doing a particular campaign with someone else, you can add other people so that they're a part of the content as well. So we're going to go ahead and approve. These are our reference images that we're going to use. Now for those pieces of content, we're doing images. We're making all the images for those posts. Right now, it's referencing those previous images. Chantel, your computer froze. You may try to hit refresh. All right, boom. Nerve spicy guys. Next piece we got, okay. Friendly time blocking would be one of the posts. Overcoming procrastination with ADHD. These are all images that will go out along with my posts. So these are really good. Yes, it is. It is really coming through. I love how I made my logo look. Here we got turning ADHD strengths into business assets. I love them. I love them. The next piece we're going to make is some video clips. So this is also a fun part, is you can make videos here in LaunchBox, little reels, and it's going to go ahead and put it in the right format for people on their phones. It's going to allow you to change the length of time. You can go up to 20 seconds for the clips. I guess I just chose 5. It's going to make 2 videos here. And for those of you who are working along, those of you who are just watching, thank you. Oh, look, that's okay. Yes, yes. There are 20-second clips. So that kind of looks like me. I think that it looks like me to a good degree. And then this next one it made. These are just little videos that will go along with the copy for me. We're going to go ahead and produce. So here we get to see, okay, let's connect our Facebook. It's going to take you to log into your Facebook account. So you would go ahead and do that. And for your LinkedIn, it will ask you to do the same. LinkedIn, or if you don't want to connect them right now in the moment, you can just skip and it's going to add them onto your calendar. So here you see the countdown, see the check marks. It's adding them onto a content calendar for them to go ahead and get scheduled out. And here they are. This is the content calendar. From here, you're able to also connect your accounts. And this is for Saturday. This is when the content starts. Next Monday, we got the clips are rolling out onto Facebook and LinkedIn. Wednesday, we have 2 pieces of content going out on Facebook and LinkedIn. Saturday. And so what all of these do is I'll show you here just briefly, and then we'll start to wrap up our workshop here. Thank you again all for being here. Letters. So this is one, look, this went out an hour. Even know it went out an hour ago. And what does it do? It's got a link here for people to come and join my community. Boom. This is what my community looks like. It's orange themed, like LaunchBox. So this is my community. Jasheena showed hers earlier. I love that. I love that. Yes, I love this. So it creates essentially like little funnels to bring people back into your community. And I guess, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop back over here. Enough talking. Let's build yours. Some of you may have, some of you may not. So, and I'll answer that question here in one moment. Thank you. That's a good question. Ella, thank you for, yes, it is a game changer. It really is. And that's just one piece. That's just one piece of what is available in LaunchBox. I really want to show you guys more, but again, today is really just about getting you started, getting you a foundation and the ability to bring people in. And I can stick around after like our scheduled time here to answer some questions. Let's see. So 20 minutes ago, this was just an idea. So we started with, I want to build a community for blank. Now, 20 minutes later, we have a community with a feed. We have a 14-day campaign that is working for us to bring people into our community. We have a link that we can share. We have a newsletter that we can start. We have posts that we can start. Boom. Create a reason for people to join. Go in there once you have it made, make a post, and engage with one of the agents, and just poke around and create something like a post in there. All right, so we've already probably gotten past this point for most people where you've built your platform, go ahead and activate it with that trial, create your campaign. You can cancel that at any time. I'm going to drop, would you mind dropping my email in there so that people can reach out to me if you have any questions past this? Ariel is going to drop that in there. So the roadmap, your first 14 days. You built the home, create something useful, invite people, engage, improve, and expand. So I'm going to shut up for just a second. I'm going to ask, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about LaunchBox just in that little demo? Do you think this is cool? I've already seen it in the chat, so feel free to unmute.
And Melissa, this was wonderful. I don't easily give up my Saturdays. This was really well worth it. Jasheena, fabulous energy. Everything you guys are doing is amazing. I want to say one thing for anyone who's just getting started here, because rarely do we think about this, but to be in the beginning with a founder who is on a call with you on a Saturday, showing you how to build and having access to him before his company blows up is a privilege that I cannot name strongly enough. Having insights, having input into how things are built is a game changer that most people will not realize until you're in it. So that's all I want to say. It's amazing.
Thank you, Melissa. I feel very honored to be a part of this with you all too, because you all are really helping build the platform as well. All right. Amazing. Yep. Very cool. I love it. All of that under 25 minutes. This is a game changer for me. Yes, it is. It is. All that and more. Let's see here. What do we got next? When you hit, what am I doing? Because that's probably going to happen. I know that's happened with a lot of people already in the platform. You may have questions. You're going to have questions. You're like, okay, I built the thing. I've started bringing in people here. Where do I go for this? How do I find that? Can it do this? I've already seen some questions show up here. So the first place to look in LaunchBox is down here. You have a little sidebar with your profile. There's a little help button right here. You have a support agent. And here we get to ask the support agent really anything that we want, like how do I make images? How do I make videos? And this agent will help you. That's the first place to start. The second place is to email me. Ariel dropped my email in the chat. We have I respond pretty quickly to emails. We have the Wednesday Launch and Learn, which is just an open, you guys are more than welcome to join that. You'll be on the mailing list to join that. And multiple ways to ask questions. If you have questions, Jasheena is also available. Melissa is here. She may be able to answer some questions, but we have some seasoned people who have been really having some success in the platform, and Jasheena for sure is one. And Jasheena, what's the best way that they could reach you? I know she has a community on here on LaunchBox, and I just want to go ahead and pass that back to you as you say, wrap up however you would like to, and then we'll close our meeting here.
Oh my gosh. So again, you've given us another Easter egg. Thanks, Ian. Didn't know it was going to be that easy. Yeah. 25 minutes is pretty impressive. I was like, okay, yeah. What you created, even with the neurospicy guys, with the branding and the logo laying flat. I don't know. That's hard to do. And the fact that your agent made the image, I'm just excited, right? I was like, wait, I want to join neurospicy guys. Come on. I did put my email in the chat, admin@jsheltonenterprises.com. That is the best way to reach me, because if you get my phone, again, I'm a mom and sometimes the kids have the phone. So yeah, email me. You can definitely check out my community. I would love to have you come over. You can do the email, the newsletter, the community if you're a multitasking female. Sorry, James. You can just email me. But I hope to see other LaunchBox okay, on the Wednesday call. It's quite inspirational because I'm like, wait, you guys are doing what? I could do this. I could do that. That's so cool. And so it's definitely one of those powerhouse. one of those powerhouse moments where like iron is definitely sharpening iron on Wednesdays. And Melissa, to your point, how often do we get to sit with a founder? In like he said, oh, I did this a year ago. So in a year you did this. This is what you did in a year, guys. 2027 is a year away. What are you guys are gonna be on your own calls within 6 months saying, look what I did in 6 months. Look what I did in 3 months. Because look what he just did in 25 minutes. I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about what LaunchBox has to offer. And I just think that this is the spot for those of us who are on this call today. Like it's awesome that you guys took your time on a Saturday, on a Saturday morning to, have your coffee, to sit and sip with us and build. And so thank you so much for taking your time. Oh, thanks for putting my link in there. Thanks. Definitely check out any community, ask any questions. And as you get in there, that AI agent, that building agent, it's very patient because I ask a lot of questions. I do. And Ian has also been very patient. But I also remember that, oh, he's a human. Let me talk to this agent before I talk to him. So, Ian, thank you so much for the opportunity to showcase AI After Hours. I am excited. And again, 10 toes down for all things LaunchBox.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go but up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jasheena. And what I'm thinking of for anybody who did subscribe today, who started a trial, I would like to do, I know today was just all about launching and just getting a start, but to answer more of your questions, to give you more context onto LaunchBox and how to apply it best, I will go ahead and do just another like workshop for those people specifically who have started that trial and answer some more of those questions. Let's see. Okay, so we've hit our time. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to answer some questions, but I do want to open that door. Like, you hit 90 minutes. Feel free to stick around. You don't have to if you got plans. Thank you so much for being here. You don't need figured out. You don't need the whole thing figured out. You just need to start. You need the first version live and to start launching. So thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the vibe a little bit and just have it be an open forum to answer some of y'all's questions, and no pressure to stick around. Thank you again. Okay. Right. Okay, so to Anne's question, what she's asking is, well, I have a company and I want to have multiple entities. Like Jasheena is a great example. She has multiple entities. She has her ministry. She has Shelton Enterprises, and all of that kind of falls under that umbrella for her. So it makes sense for her. Most likely, right now, she only has the one community because I think she's taken the right approach of just getting started with one and then branching out from there. But when the time comes that Jasheena is ready to have her ministry community on LaunchBox, she's ready to have the what is it again? The melanin one?
Curated melanin.
Curated melanin. She's ready to have her curated melanin one on there. She can have multiple, and that's in the subscription above the one that we're on here. That's the agency tier. And I have is like a discussion with me to see what it is that you need, because that one's just a little bit more specific to you. So if that's the case and you have multiple businesses that you're trying to run on LaunchBox like that, then reach out to me and we'll figure that out. Let's see. Slow and steady, that is right. Adrian, so glad that you made it here this morning. And Chantel and Darlene and hey everybody, and Gail. Thank you all for sticking around. Were there more questions that you guys had? Adrian, what is it that you do? I may have missed it in the chat if you hit. Go ahead.
By what I do,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
just learning. I would love
Okay.
to learn more about how to build. in LaunchBox, but I also am one of those that don't trust, right? That has
Yeah.
trust issues. So I was
Mhm.
wondering, Ian, is this on like a separate type of server, like our own, um, or is because I just don't want anything that I do with AI to feed the tech beast. Sorry.
Uh-oh. So are you meaning like training AI?
No, I mean,
No.
is anything that we're doing something that I can't even think of how to put it. So let me go on mute and figure that out.
Okay, maybe I'll just talk and maybe it'll answer your question. We'll see. So in terms of separating communities so that they don't bleed into each other, like you don't if I'm subscribed to Jasheena, like she like another great example. She is only really interested in having women join her community. She doesn't want me to come. Well, I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm in there helping her out a little bit. But in terms of like broader people coming to join her community, they're not gonna be able to do that unless she allows that to happen. So you can set your community to be public, or you can set it to be private. And so if it's private, you're going to have the ability to say who comes in there. If it's public, then anybody can go ahead and join, but you can bump them out. So that's a personal preference. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, you're ready to go? Like, do you mean you?
No, I put in the chat that she's an empty nester. She just sent her baby girl off to college.
Yeah, our last one. So
Mhm.
I feel well, I know I can do a lot more focusing on learning and
Yes.
building. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but my question really wasn't about within LaunchBox. My question was LaunchBox itself. It's like on a separate, I just can't think of any other way to put it. But the technical architecture, where is that located? And is that something that is our own? Or is it something that, I don't know, Meta might find out about what we're doing?
No, so it's LaunchBox is proprietary. I built the whole thing from scratch myself. It's not like I'm renting LaunchBox to resell it or anything like that. I built this all from the ground up. And in terms of where it's like operating from, it's a platform called Vercel. They're just the ones that make it live. I mean, it's I built it on my computer, but eventually you got to host it online, and so it's hosted on Vercel, which is yeah, a platform to host apps. And then in terms of the data, how are things authenticated and stuff like that, all of that is through Firebase, which is Google's platform for database management and uh, and like logging in and things like that. So let's see. But in terms of like security from those platforms, they're not using that data to train or to do anything with. It's all anything that you make on the platform is your data. Like if you need to request it at any time, you you can it's yours. You own it. It's yours. It's not mine. It's not Google's, it's not Vercel's, it's yours.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, 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 of course. Let's see. One piece that Anne had asked, agency pricing, it covers multiple independent branded communities or so one piece too I will point out about LaunchBox is, as you saw, it uses a lot of AI in its operations and functions. And it uses a token system. So with that $99 subscription, you get 100,000 tokens, which is a lot to be able to have your agents running to create content And same thing for people who join your community. They will have the ability to purchase tokens as well, so that they can do some of that stuff themselves. So that's a bit about the tokens. Yeah, the tokenomics there. So anytime I shoot a message that's using some tokens. Sorry.
Ian, I have a question for you.
Great.
Is there an affiliate with this? Like if somebody comes in and then they create their own community, is there an affiliate to that?
So unofficially, yes. Unofficially, there is an affiliate. I was running through an official affiliate before, but what the affiliate is if you have somebody who signs up for that subscription, then you'll get $50.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. $50 for somebody to join their community.
And is that
Or not
every
you,
month
not
that they're in, or is that a one-time thing?
that is just a one-time thing. So you get somebody, hey, go join this, you get $50. As far as the recurring piece, that will most likely come on down the line, but
Okay.
$50 to start. And you see some people are dropping their communities in the chat. I dropped mine, Ariel dropped hers, Jasheena dropped hers, James has one in here. It's really cool to see like 4 different communities just pop in. So what else? What other questions might people have? Is anybody, like I mentioned earlier, about doing a second workshop for people who did the trial? Like, is that something that you guys want? Oops. I'm gonna just take it off of there. Yes, agents do consume tokens. They, just like they would with in chat. So whenever they post, there's a token amount that costs, because there's real cost to that. And honestly, the cost is very minimal in terms of 100,000 tokens. I don't want to be quoted necessarily, but I want to say that it's under like 100 tokens per time that they post. It's very minimal. So they'll be 100,000 tokens will last over a month, depending. If you have a ton of agents and they're posting in there all the time, then that's different. But
And do those is it 100,000 a month?
yes, so the model for refilling tokens is they refill once a month with a cap of 2 months. So if you haven't used that cap of 2 months, then it sits at 200,000 until you use them, and then they'll start to refill again. And if you use them all, you can purchase more. If your users use them all, they can purchase more. And I didn't touch on it too, but there's other ways to make money in LaunchBox other than just getting subscribers. You can create courses like Jasheena's mentioned, and you can put a price on them for people to unlock them, as well as workshops like this. If I wanted to make this a paid workshop, I can slap a price on it so that people would need to pay to join here, because that happens all the time. There's paid workshops all the time that you can now do in LaunchBox. What else? Same with resources. And so as I'm building the platform, I'm working in ways for people to make income on top of just the plain subscription. You got that chiller music? We're gonna put some Justin Bieber back on. If there's not many more questions, we can go ahead and wrap it up here. And again, like if you didn't get a chance or you have questions that come up later, please do reach out. Agents post averages 100 tokens. Is that the total token consumption for the action? Yes, it would be the total token per that action.
So Ian,
Yes.
before I deleted my first round of AI agents accidentally, I was able, and correct me if I'm wrong, like I'm able to decide like how often do they post. I'm able to decide like how many tokens are they capped at. If I think one is going a little rogue, I was able to do all that, right? Like I have that control.
You 100% do.
Okay, I just
Yes.
want to go like, did I make that up before I
Yes.
deleted them? No. Okay.
No. No. And we have 15 minutes till the top of the hour, so maybe I'll just show you guys a little bit here and you can ask questions. Kind of like Jasheena was doing. She was popping around showing you a whole lot in a short amount of time. Maybe I can
Sorry.
also. Yeah. No, it was good. It was really good. It was awesome. That was really good. Let's see here. All right, here's my community. So when you're in LaunchBox, you have to think about it as like the front of the house and the back of the house.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that all of your users are on. So here, look, we're live right now. People could join right now if they wanted to from my feed. So this is everything that your users will see. They have the studio, they have the feed, they have access to courses that I create on here, resources that I make on here. This is where they would find events that I have scheduled out or workshops. They can access my newsletter, and then you can actually put links to wherever on the sidebar as well. The other piece is you can message people on the platform. I think yesterday I did it for the first time where I video called Jasheena from LaunchBox.
I was
That's
so
something that I
confused.
this week. Yeah. You can video call people here. So very, very convenient, all in one platform. Now we have the back of house. So we're gonna go check out how would you manage agents? A lot of the management stuff is done in the sidebar right here. So agents is gonna look like this. Oh, maybe not. I made an update to agents last night actually. So you chat with this guy here and it's gonna build, as long as it's toggled on to build, you'll be able to create an agent and edit the agent. So that's where you manage your agents. Let's see. Billing director is the same. So it is new where you can actually chat with a billing director and find out information about like how much money you're making. You can change your pricing in there. So that's all done from there. Now, one of the stretches I was working on last night, who here uses Canva or has used Canva? Oh, okay. So I was working on kind of like an AI Canva in here. So create new workshop. We're gonna say test. So what we have here is our chat and we have like a little blank board and we say create an image of a duck. So this is our little agent chat here. We got our few little slides in here. Let's see if it's gonna do it. There we go. We got our little duck. We're gonna drop it in. And now you can build out little presentations or slides just like this. And same thing with videos. You can make videos. You can upload from your device and start to build out things, but it's all AI assisted. So I could say create some text that says ducks are cool. Or you could just go into the text and do it manually like that. But yes, this is an example of me trying to build all of what's necessary for like the marketing, customer and all of that. So, Jasheena, are you trying to call me?
By accident, Chantel asked the question. So sorry.
Uh-oh. Does the
She said,
video chat in the oh I don't think it does. I don't think it does, but it will. Now that I know that that's a need and it's a fair ask and a fair need, definitely. Actually, I think it does. I'm gonna share. It's gonna be a little weird, but let's see. Share screen because it's gonna give that mirror effect. But what I want you to see over here is I have the chat, but I also, as an administrator on my community, I have access to the Copilot. So I don't know. This is something that's really cool too. That's a Easter egg that Jasheena hasn't seen, I don't think, is I can ask it, how is the workshop going now? And so I've already preloaded it with some information like, hey, I'm doing a workshop with Jasheena talking about LaunchBox. And this is sort of like my coach to help me this call. So you can think of doing this with workshops. You can think of this doing this with a one-on-one with a client. Think of this doing this with a on a sales call. This is your co-pilot to help you out when you're like, I don't really know what to say here. How is this going? I'm not going to ask the person how is this going. I'm just going to ask my co-pilot. And then you also have the transcript. So here I have a whole transcript of everything I've been saying. Sheena and everybody else in here has as well. So I just asked it, how's the workshop going now? It says strong momentum. You're in the sweet spot of the demo. You've shown the front end, all of that, what's working, next move. You're about to explain the co-pilot feature. Creepy, but also helpful. So in terms of will it do captions, here it can kind of do that. It does do that, but it's not like overlaid in the thing. It has a transcript. So I don't know if that would be considered live. Yeah. Yeah. These are live. These are live. So here it just says live right now. I just said live. And then it's going to say that I said that. Yes. But yes, I really only have this functionality built into events. I will integrate it into the call functionality as well. But man, you guys have stuck around for about 2 hours today. This is very cool. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing here. Give you guys one last chance if you want to say anything to do that, and we can go ahead and wrap our call, and I'll talk to you guys outside of here. Floor is open. Happy Saturday. Yep. Oh. Yeah, you may need to hit refresh in. Otherwise, once this is over, send me a message and we'll see what's going on there. All right, yeah, absolutely. We will have a replay that will get sent to you guys by email, and we'll stay in touch that way. If you're on LaunchBox, I will come and join your community. I would love to do that. And you can come and join Jasheena's, come join mine, come join Ariel's, and I'll send an email out. All of that information will be on there. So don't worry about needing all of that. Thank you guys so much. Again, yeah. Yeah, so glad all of you made it. Thank you. All right. Bye. Bye. Have a great weekend.